So what's up guys, welcome to another amazing video tutorial. Today we'll be breaking down BURNA Boy's latest song, which is featured Travis Scott on it, titled Ta Ta Ta. This is a fusion of Afrobeat and Brazilian funk. BURNA Boy has always said he is an Afrofusion artist, which brings about the fusion of Afrobeat with different genres. And in this particular song, he does an amazing job with that. Like I always say, if you like videos like this, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comment or contribution, drop it in the comment section of the video. I'll surely get back to you ASAP. The link to download the stems of this beat will be in the video description. You can download it as always and make bangers with it. Let's get into the video. As always, I'm going to be starting with the intro, and this is what the intro sounds like. So for the intro, they had two sections. The first part is the Afro funk style, which is an amazing vocal, and I believe this is BURNA Boy's vocals. Just added some effect to it, and this is what it sounds like on its own actually. Now the other part of the intro just have the drums, and for the drums, majority of the drums I'm using for this beat, and majority of the drums I'm using for this amazing beat remake is from the Gen Z Faji Drum Kit Volume 1 and the Gen Z Faji Drum Kit Volume 2. This is what I use to make my beat remakes. The link to download both of these drum kit will be in the video description. You can download it and make bangers with it. So this is what they did. This is what the drum sounds like. Now they also have this conga right here playing in this second part of the intro, and this is what the conga sounds like. Then after that, they added this bass line right here, which plays from the beginning and to other part of the song. Now for that bass line, I'm using Spire for it. It is the bass Simple FM on Spire. I sent it to the mixer where I just have my R bass on it from Waves and my Fruity Blood Overdrive for some distortion. Then I have my EQ to cut out some of the lows and a lot of the high. That's what I did there. Now they added this sound as well. So for that sound, I layered two different sounds. The first one is from Serum. It is the bass analog block from Serum. Then the other one is from Diva, which is the HS Fatima Poly under the Poly synth in Diva. I sent both of them to the same mixer chain where I have my stereo shaper for some beats, flanger for some effect on it, and my vintage chorus. Then I add some distortion, I added some color and some distortion to it. Then EQ to cut out the lows and a bit of the highs as well, just to have something similar to what they have in the original song. And basically that's what they did for this section of the beat. Then they added this cymbal sound, like a crash sound, and I layered it out of this one as well. So for those two sounds, I got it from the Cashmere pack. Very simple. Now let's move to the next part, which is where BURNA Boy's verse comes in. Now for this section of the beat, what they did was just add simple changes. This 808 bass line was added, and this is what it sounds like on its own. Now for that 808 bass, I'm using the 808 Synth Blaster under the mobile tuned 808 bass in Flex. I don't have any effect on it. It just sounded nice, and I decided to leave it that way. Most times when you have a sound that sounds nice, you don't have to add any effect to it. And basically, that's what they did for this session of the beat. They just added some pause in between, and they were good to go. Now let's move to the next part, which is like the pre-chorus before the chorus comes in. Now, what they added was this synth sound right here. Now, in the original song, they had something like that in that particular section of the beat. Then I had to recreate it. I'm using the lead top drive from Spire for that particular sound, and I sent it to the mixer. I just have some flangos on it, some stereo enhancer to make it wider, distortion with the blood overdrive, and supermassive, which I'm using the 80 space reverb. That's what I always use for reverb, and EQ to cut out the lows and a bit of the highs as well. Then they added this bass line. That's what the 808 is playing. Very, very simple, nothing really crazy. And now let's move to the big part, which is the chorus. And this is what the chorus sounds like on its own. Now for the chorus, like I said earlier, this beat is very simple, nothing really crazy. What they added was this flute sound right here, and this is what it sounds like. So for that flute sound, I'm using 3 presets. The first one is from Expand 2. I have 2 sounds layered. The first one is the piccolo under the brass woodwind, and the second one is the flute also under the brass woodwind as well. I sent them to the same mixer, so I just have some effect on it. My blood overdrive EQ to cut out some frequency I don't really like. Then compressor to compress it with the compressor. Then stereo shaper to make it wider. From reverb with the Vala vintage reverb, I reduced the mix to 70%. Then my EQ cut out the lows of the sound. For the other preset, I use Triton. Now in Triton, the other preset I use for the flute is from the woodwind. The first one is the auto flute, and the second one is the mellow flute. I just bounced it away because it was dragging my laptop, so I had to bounce it away to save some CPU. And basically, that's what they did for this session of the beat. Nothing really crazy. And for this bridge right here, this is what it sounds like. You just have like a vocal playing, just like a bridge to move to the next part of the verse where Travis Scott comes in. La boca and shake that culo now. So that's what they did for that session. And now let's move to Travis Scott's verse. And this is what it sounds like actually. So for this part of the beat where Travis Scott comes in, nothing really changes from the original part of the beat, just the drums and the bass line playing this session. Now for the other part of it, they just remove the drums and let the synth and the bass line play for the other part of the verse. And the chorus comes in again, which is this right here. Now I've showed you everything that needs to be broken down in this session, nothing really crazy. The only thing that they added was this like percussive conga sound, and this is what it sounds like. That's what they added for that session. Now the other sections were just copy and paste and remove some things. Now for the outro, which is where I think some changes happen again, They just added a new melody sound with the flute, and this is what that session sounds like. So for the flute sound, it's playing this amazing melody right here. I'm using the 3 pieces that I showed you there from the previous flute melody. And basically that's all they did for the whole beat. It's a very, very simple beat, nothing really crazy. Right now I'm going to play everything for you guys so you listen to what everything sounds like together. So basically that's how I remade Burna Boy's latest song, Ta Ta Ta, which featured Travis Scott on it. It's a very, very simple beat, not really crazy, amazing song, and it fused 2 different genres to make an amazing banger. Like I always say, if you like videos like this, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comment or contribution, drop it in the comment section of the video. I'll surely get back to you ASAP. The link to download the stems of this amazing beat remake will be in the video description. You can download it for yourself and make bangers with it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.